Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? It has been a while, man. What's up? Alright. I gotta make a few clips. I'm trying to stay ahead of this shit. Because getting behind is not the best, so. I think right now I technically have like 2 clips, but I don't really like them. I don't think they're that good, so. I'm not really. It's not that I'm not gonna put them out. I've got them right here. I'm trying to. What is stuck on this mouse? Hang on. It's not that I don't like the 2 clips that I have, but they're not that great, so I'm not really putting them out yet. I'm gonna add to them or change them or something, I think. Because right now, most of the clips I'm putting out are like 70% or 80% of the clips I'm putting out I think are really, really good, so. What's your favorite god in Smite? Boyi? Probably. But my best was Uller way back in the day. I was like the #1 Uller for a while on Smite. I just don't play him anymore. They changed him, and then I didn't ever really like the change. Bring this down.
Doors ballistic, but it was back. Not getting that bad though. One shot. For you. Yeah.
I have no ammo. 7 shots in. I caught her. Dead blue armor. Nade. Melted. Oh my god, that movement was
30?
fucking clean.
60? I'm out of light ammo. I'm pushing.
Just that. I'm worried once I run out of old clips that I'm like not gonna have enough new clips because I really just honestly don't play Apex that much now. And like also I'm kind of picky, like I mean we're winning fights here, I could use this shit but like I don't know. It's not like anything special. I can hear them, they're like, they're literally. I had him for 150.
Nice, I showed them. Hey, behind me.
Yeah, I don't really play much Smite anymore, to be honest. I mean, I play it occasionally with Virus, but like, not that fun. I mean, honestly, most games just aren't fun anymore, which is like something I'm trying to figure out.
Weak.
50. Really weak. See it? Nice.
That's red.
See, like, these clips right here?
That's red.
They're not... I mean, they're just background clips, like background fodder for like me talking over them. I don't really. They're not good clips per se. Also, Wild, I swear I'm right about the talking shit thing, bro. Cause like the one clip I put out today where I was talking shit, it worked. Like it worked. I mean, it got a fuck ton of views. Like, just... see what it's on right now. Let me look. It's only 4,000, I think. It's on 4,600 views. Like, and it's just like, I mean, that's just what it is, bro. I just like gotta talk shit, but like serious shit. Well, I mean, I wasn't even that serious, but like I was slightly more serious. Like, I guess I was like riding a line between like it's funny, but it's like people can't tell if I'm being serious or not. And those are like the best videos because obviously the intention is to make people laugh, but there's like a lot of people that like can't tell if I'm joking, so they respond like angrily because they're like, yeah, but I play Horizon, I don't do that, whatever. Just like, bro, it's just a video. But it does, it gets people to respond a lot, and then like, obviously you can see how many views it starts to get, like that video's popping off right now. I mean, I literally put it out like a few hours ago or whatever. I don't know exactly what time is it. It's 6, so I probably put it out around 4 or 5 hours ago, I imagine. Something like that. 5 hours ago, maybe. And it's on 4,000, almost 5,000 views, so. Football. What's up, Foxy? Video was amazing. You replied to my comment, actually made my day. Wait, what did, I already can't remember. I can't remember what I said. I replied to a few, like, well, I replied to everyone, I think, but, well, no, there was, like, there's some comments I just don't know what to fucking say back to, so I don't reply to them, but I try to reply to everybody, but a few of the things I said back to people made me laugh, so I'm assuming whatever I said to you was probably one of them as well. I just can't remember already. I don't know if any of these clips are good, bro. I mean, this is from a long ass time ago.
It's a lifeline. I don't know if that's throwing you down, but
Yeah. This was just me in like a 1v4 situation or some shit. I remember that actually. I just end up dying because there's just 2 teams around that don't really fight. It's really crazy that like we're the ones that fucking fight, even when it's like 1v fucking 3s and shit, and we're still just like the ones that fight. And that was tough. This was also like a 1v3, 1v4 that I was in that I almost won and died. I remember that too. Oh, the Palpatine do it. Yeah, I knew you'd like that. That's what it was. Yeah, I remember. I don't know if I spelled his name right, but because I didn't look it up, I was just like, I'm assuming it's spelled like how it sounds. But I thought you'd like that. Should I quit like a bitch?
guy's climbing up, I think.
Dead.
Had 2 headies on him.
I quit. Dang, didn't mean to smoke, but it is what it is. 1 down.
The arrow's 1 shot. Had 2.
Dude, quit. Classic. I don't know, like, none of these clips are good, though. Not yet, anyways. Oh, this is when I was popping off with the Spitfire. I actually was popping off with the Spitfire this game.
Rampart. Oh, the arrow's in. 100? Melted. It's new team as well. Actually bursting me. Your teammate's losing. Stop. Still the guys outside with the rampart and shit.
Came through it.
Nice, good shot. Got a shield. That swap's still fresh. Blue.
Give my shields a recharge.
Swing in. Let's go.
Crash!
Let's go!
Fuck out of here.
I gotcha.
I actually popped
I'm
off
looking
with
for
that
attachments
shit.
for a Spitfire?
Like what I
Use this all game, bro. Bro.
Wait, if I can find, like, did I ever say something about, like, I only have a Spitfire or Spitfire shit or something? Let me see, because, yeah, that's pretty nasty. I mean, this was, like, I missed a lot here. Dang, didn't mean to smoke, but it is what it is. 1 down. I missed quite a bit there, but, well, I mean, I don't know, the hipfire just wasn't landing, I don't know why. Looked decent.
1 shot. Had 2 headies on him.
I quit. First guy quit like a bitch.
Guy's climbing up, I think.
Dead. Hiding in the corner.
I actually hit him for 286.
I quit. First guy quit like a bitch.
1 shot. Guy's climbing up, I think.
Dead. Hiding in the corner.
I actually hit him for 286. So I'm just like, I started like, you just run like you. Oh, I still
Put on this Spitfire, nothing. Shit.
looking for double taps.
What can you put on this Spitfire? Nothing. Shit.
A mag, bro.
Only thing you
It doesn't
need.
have enough bullets yet.
Honestly, you shouldn't even be able to put a sight on it, bro. Just someone's in here.
Not even the stop.
Still got people commenting on this video. People are tagging other people. That's what's good too. Once I find ammo. Can't remember if we won this game or not. I mean, this was a while ago, but I just remember I used Spitfire all game because of just how I was just shitting on people with that. I don't know. I don't know what happened here though. Got rockets on me now?
Yeah.
I think I just go down though. I'm gonna have to go down. I'm just finessing the fuck out of his life though. Oh, he's like... Oh, he got shit on. That guy got shit on. Fuck. Why is the Spitfire so good, bro? Knocked.
Good shit, man.
150. Look at this thing. Look at this thing just eat him up. 115 on that guy.
How do I not get him there?
Melted. 100 on the other one. Knocked. I'm dead. 30. 10.
Good shit. Let's go.
Well, that's kind of fucking frying these kids with this thing. I just have a bad habit of reloading after every engagement, and like with the Spitfire, obviously you really don't need to do that. Like you could see me reload that gun like where I have 20 bullets still. But I think I fried these guys too, bro. Melted one, melted two, melted both, melted both. Shit on.
Let's go check.
Dog shit!
Go!
Yeah, we are frying people.
Horrible.
This is a game right here. This is a good game. Yeah, Spitfire with the barrel is good. I don't know if I said what's up, Marvin, already, but you know, what's up. You know what I was thinking about today, Marvin? What was your name before like Apex? Or well, I don't know if there were Marvin bots in Titanfall or whatever, but what was your name before that? Or did you like just like well like why'd you come up with that name? Oh, this was pretty awkward. I fucked this up, but
Oh, he's right here. Fuck. Melted them. Nice. Climbing up. Melted. Oh my fucking deleted.
this gun's so good, bro. I just didn't know it.
You're not getting the battle, kid.
Give me
Yeah, it's not a bad habit, but it is in some situations. There was Marvin bots in Titanfall. What was your name before Titanfall then?
Smart for me to not take it the whole way, but I guess it makes.
My name before I changed it to Marvin was Blizzy something. It was stupid.
Makes sense. He was watching it, not watching you. I thought he would be watching you, so I just like jumped off it right as I got up there, so I could shoot him in the back. Which I mean, it wasn't bad, but I still.
I don't know what all my names were before Beliaal. I mean, I also probably don't want to share them. I'm trying to think. Well, one of them was Infamous. That was a thing. I don't mind sharing some of them. I don't want to share the first one. It has to do with my given names, so which obviously I don't really go by that shit. I went by Infamous. Infamous at one point. I went by shit. There's one guy that I don't talk to him anymore. But if I was to talk to him, he's on my friends list, and like I talked to him like the last time like 2 years ago or a year ago or something. There's one guy who still calls me Feared because I used to be called Feared. So it's like Infamous, Feared. And then I think I switched it to like CG Belial. It's like Contagion Gaming Belial. And then after that I switched it to Vision Belial, like Visionary Esports. And then after that I switched it to Bow 2 Belial because I got sick of my teammates. And I was like, fuck all y'all, it's just me now. Like the Thanos vibe type shit. It's like, fuck all you guys. I don't want to be tied to anybody. I don't want these team names. Get your team names out of here. I'll be on your team, but like, it's gonna be my gamer tag on your team, and it ain't gonna have anything to do with your team. Mr. Wild Cheesecake. That was pretty good.
I feel bad. I scanned this too early. If I knew the ring was gonna end here, I wouldn't have scanned.
Over here.
Damn, I remember these losers from earlier. Oh, shit gun? I mean, I guess I'll take it over Master
I'll
Steve.
take it.
Watched another COD event this weekend. It was pretty nice, other than the fact that my favorite team, who was... Ah, they didn't just lose. They got 0-6. Oh, I remember that. 60 on there.
Shoot with the
Maybe
crate.
more. That's not gonna work.
Reloading.
I was gonna shoot you with the Kraber, but then you kept on fire. The solo.
60 on there.
Shoot with the
Maybe
Kraber.
more. That's not gonna work.
Reloading.
I was gonna shoot you with the Kraber, but then you kept on fire.
I mean, it's actually deleting people. I mean, it's deleting SMGs right now because SM... Where was it? Oh, wait, I forgot about this. I mean, it's actually deleting people. I mean, it's deleting SMGs right now because SM... Where was it? What happened? What happened?
I mean, what happened was, oh, I said OIC of, and then on the game.
Let me see. I think Dark sent me the clip later on. He sent me the clip later on, but the question is how later on. Because I'll add it. I'm pretty sure I should have watched it on the stream, I think. Let me see if there's a clip in here. He sent me the clip of him sniping the guy. I just don't know if I watched it or not. Like on stream, or it might have been on like the next stream or something. Or maybe I never watched it. I mean, I know I watched it. I don't know if I watched it on stream, but if I did, then I'll... Trying to find a clip in here. Oh wait, that's probably it. Yep. Here we go. See if we're talking about it first. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're not talking about it. It just goes into it. Damn, he's got a lot of energy ammo.
Rings nearby. 1 minute till close.
How did you see that guy? That's crazy.
What do you mean crazy? Popped
How'd
up
you
on the
see
thing. I didn't see him until after it showed up on the thing.
Spent
Put him on what thing?
Smells like
On
victory.
the tag.
I don't understand
Like, I just
how
shot the
her
ball.
attack works.
Or the passive, I mean. So like, I'm just
Oh, yeah,
scanning
yeah,
areas,
that's,
and then it just shows me that there's a guy there, and I just shoot it.
It's like you snapped.
I know, it looks like when I look
It
at
looks
I
so
was
weird,
just,
bro.
Like, I was just scanning
Oh,
areas.
you just so happen to scan the area and you just like...
Yeah, I was just scanning areas
Okay,
and he
yeah,
just happened to be.
okay. Well, I was gonna say, it looks like you just like... You stopped, you snapped,
Yeah,
you
I
found
know,
him, and
I
in the bush, you
know.
killed him. Just like, what the
Yeah, I
fuck?
know.
Like, if he saw that, he's
Big
recording
dude,
you.
yeah,
I'm the
exactly.
jump master.
That's good. Okay, so we'll take that and we'll move that over here. Make a little story out of this shit. Damn, that was a good game then. I got a lot of clips. Like, I mean, it's more like one big clip, but it's actually deleting people. I mean, it's deleting SMGs right now because SM... Where was it? What happened? What happened?
I mean, what happened was, oh, I said OIC of, and then on the game.
Let's see if how I can cut this. Do like from there.
Rings nearby. 1
No, from here.
minute till close.
How did you see that guy? That's crazy. that.
I didn't see him until after it showed.
I don't
Like, I
understand
just
how
shot the
her
box.
attack works.
Or the passive. It shows, and then it just shows me that there's a guy there, and I just shoot it.
It's like you snapped.
I know, it looks like when I look back on it, it was weird, but I was just scanning areas.
Oh, you just so happen to scan the area and you just like.
Yeah, I was just scanning areas and
Okay,
he just happened to be.
okay. Well, I was gonna say it looks like you just like you stopped, you snapped,
Yeah,
you found
I know,
him in
I
the bush,
know.
you killed him.
Well,
Just like, what the
somebody
Yeah, I
had
know.
it.
If he saw that, he's
Make
recording
you
you.
jump. Yeah,
I'm a
exactly.
jump master. On my first rodeo. Spent
Could have won
gunpowder.
what thing?
Smells like
How did you see that guy? That's crazy. Yeah, this is good. Wait, Marvin gave a whole story. It's this robot that was in Titanfall that you could use as like a faction and shit. It was in the story of the game, but I loved the robot so much that I started my own clan in Titanfall. The clan got super popular. I had like 5,000 people in my clan. I was very well known in the Titanfall community. Interesting.
And then it just shows me that there's a guy there, and I just.
But why was that playing on my phone when I opened that up? Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, dude, that would have been so good if it caught it. Dude, I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it would have been good. It was like, I opened my phone, and it was on TikTok still, and I was like watching bear videos, like just videos about bears, and like the first thing it said when I opened my phone was, that was pretty evenly matched. Wait, you can hear it, yeah, you can hear it. I could add that at the end for some reason.
Jump master. On my first rodeo.
Oh, that's a cool.
Alright, Josh,
Wait, that's a cool windscreen. I don't remember seeing that. We haven't played in too long. Why is there shit playing on my? That was actually perfect though. But why was that playing on my phone when I opened that up? Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, dude, that would have been so. That playing on my phone when I opened that up. Did you hear that? pretty evenly matched. That's pretty good. I like that. I mean, that's like the problem with that. Like, that's an amazing little like story right there that I can make as one clip. But the only problem with that is it's all one clip. It's so long, and I don't really like that. Like, I like the shorter. The shorter clips are better. The shorter clips are better because they're quicker to make. They're easier to make. Honestly, shorter clips tend to get more views as well because you don't have to capture someone's attention the whole time. You just need shorter clips are better. Coming down. 40 on horizon. I'm so bad at this shit.
Reloading.
There's a caustic in here.
Yep.
Crack. I'll take.
Knock one.
Last one. Caustic. Nice, good shot.
That could just be like a. We can make that a silent clip in the background or something. Was basically an apex predator in that game, he says. Shorter clips are better, but the stories are fun. Yeah, I know, like Like the stories are like better for. I would say the stories are better for my fans. Like anybody that like actually likes me and like wants to watch my stuff, like the stories are better. But like for random people that are just viewing clips, the shorter the better. Like if they're like assuming they're good clips, like obviously like they have to still be good clips, but like if it's a good clip, then the shorter the better.
They are, but he just.
The only way that like a longer clip is good is if it's like literally every second is fucking amazing. It has to be like that. Like it can't be, there can't be any downtime, which is why I try to take out all the downtime for my clips.
In 92, good.
Down another squad.
They're sweaty.
Or both.
They're so sweaty. I landed right on them and they actually shot me. So sweaty lobbies, dude. I want to go back to a time where pubs are pubs.
He just quit.
They are, but he just quit.
Wait, who quit?
Got
Recharge
quit.
your shield.
All the little Horizon bitch boys quit.
Wait, who? It's a Horizon that quit?
Recharge
quit.
your shield.
All the little Horizon bitch boys quit.
Wait, who quit? Where is he? This guy?
Double timing it.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I'm bad. I fell.
Shield.
Forgot that was there.
Horizon.
Go check as far as fuck.
Okay, he knocked her without my help. Alright, so I'll start it with this.
Got
Recharge your
quit.
shield.
All the little Horizon bitch boys quit.
Wait, I thought they were on the same team. The guys we just killed. I mean,
Yeah, they
weren't,
are.
'cause he just quit.
They are, but he just quit. 50 on top.
Nah, we're talking about different people. Like,
Horizon bitch boys.
in 92, good.
Down another squad.
They're sweaty.
Or they're bad. Or both.
They're so sweaty. I landed right. Like, see right here, like, it's even worth cutting out,
Good.
like this. That second.
Down another squad.
It's like worth cutting out that, basically. And then it's worth cutting out this.
Or they're bad. Or both.
Like, that's what I'm talking about, is like, you have to cut out, like, fucking every second, bro, to keep people's attention span. So it's like this. Let me see.
Recharge
quit.
your shield.
All the little Horizon bitch boys quit.
In 92, good.
They're sweaty. They're so sweaty. I landed right on them and they actually shot me. So sweaty lobbies, dude. I want to go back to a time where pubs are pubs.
Moving tactical for a
I'm
better
playing ranked out here, bro. Like, they shot their guns and killed me. Playing ranked out here. The sad part is ranked is not like that.
go for a better
Playing ranked out here, bro. They're trying so hard. I'm playing ranked out here, bro. Like, they shot their guns and killed me. Playing ranked out here. Ooh.
mind your map.
That guy's fine.
Terrible granada.
Out of fucking shot. Jesus.
I have some shit, and it's like he wasn't like he was even running away too. Like he wasn't even standing his ground.
I think
when
I
they're running at
remember
him. Like
something about that.
yeah, he was like running away, and you're chasing him with the fucking blade, and he turned and shot you. And it's just like get fucked. What? What happened to these guys? Cracked. Cracked from what? Oh, from my ult. What's the play
26
call?
extra.
What's the play call here?
Nah.
What's the play call here?
Good
Loss.
shit, man. Good shit. They were running at us with knives, bro. We had to shoot it.
We had
Okay,
four
so
doors
that's
more
an ad.
whores. Yeah, 4 doors more whores. But like, it's funny because like they said it in court. Like the law. We were talking about Kyle Rittenhouse. You guys know about that shit? That's so crazy. His what's it called? What was it? His Instagram or his Twitter or something? His Twitter handle or something was 4 doors more whores, and they read it in court. That shit's crazy. They read it in court. Like, why did they need to read that? It had nothing to do with anything that he was in court for, but they were like, is it true that your Instagram account is... He just laughed, like, yeah, that's the name. That's the name of it, yeah. Like, why are we reading that in court, bro?
They were running at us with knives, bro. We had to...
That shit's funny, bro. It's weird that they read it in court. It's pretty weird that they read it in court. No, it wasn't the judge. It was the fucking, like, oh, I don't know the terms. I don't care about court shit. I don't know, the accuser, I guess. The prosecutor? Is that what they call it? I'm assuming. It was them. They brought it up because they felt like for some reason the fact that he had a shitty name that was clearly made for fun, that has something to do with showing what kind of person he is or some shit. Like, if you guys don't know who he is, he shot a couple of people because they were chasing him. In like a, what do you call it? In a, what do those dumb people do? I'm trying to remember what it's called. Why can't I think of the name? I keep thinking rebellion. That's not the fucking word. What's it called? They take a stand, but they do it in the fucking streets and shut shit down. Protest, there you go. A protest, and not a civil kind of one. Like, they were burning buildings down and shit. And he was trying to defend, like, buildings or whatever, and then he got chased. He got chased by a few people, and he shot him. And then they were trying to get him on murder or whatever. And it's like, I mean, no, like... The people chased him. He said he was gonna shoot him if they kept chasing him. They kept chasing him. He shot him. Where's the confusion at? I don't understand where the confusion comes from. Also, he didn't shoot the fuck out of them. He shot them like once and they happened to die. And it's like, man. Like, he didn't like he shot them in order, like, he shot them to get them to stop fucking running at him, like. Which is literally how you do that. That's like how any, like, law enforcement or anything trains you to do, is like you shoot the target until they fall. Which might be one shot, it might be like 18 shots. You shoot them until they fall. He shot them like one time. They fell. He stopped shooting them because he obviously wasn't trying to kill anyone. He was just defending himself. And then they were like trying to get him on murder or some shit. It's crazy. They didn't. Like, he's fine. But it makes sense they didn't because there were cameras that literally showed the people chasing him. It's like, honestly, dude, that shit's scary, bro. The whole, like, self-defense, like, kind of situation here. Where it's like, there's been stories. Like, I've heard stories where, like, you know, somebody breaks into your house and you shoot them and you go to jail. That shit's crazy. Somebody breaks into my house, like, they're gone, bro. I guess I'll be in jail. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Like, I don't know. Break into my house, you're gone. Like, I don't know. That shit's crazy. Like, how is that? I don't know, bro. A riot. Kind of, yeah, kind of like a riot, although they called it a protest, but yeah. I mean, it's not always a crime. Like, it depends on where you live. Because I remember there was like a clip that came out. I think it was like somewhere in Texas, where they were talking about how there were like a lot of home intrusions recently or some shit, and the like mayor or whatever, the sheriff, I don't know, someone like that, he was like openly saying to the public, like, not only do you have permission to shoot these burglars, but like, we want you to shoot them because fuck them. Like, if they're breaking into your home, shoot them. And it's like, that's the right kind of attitude right there. Because if you break, this is the way you put it. This is how it is. If you break into my home, then that means that you value my things over your life. That's literally what that means. Because with you breaking into my home, you accept the responsibility for whatever the fuck happens here. Like, you value my things over your life, and you shouldn't be doing that, but, you know. But people do that. Like, you value my things over your life. You lost your life. Like, and someone's closer on the left. 45. Someone's down here. Might be a different squad. 40. Alta, shit on this guy. Not fast enough, Wraithy Poo. Might be a different squad. 40. Melted. I
Oh,
shit
this
on
guy
this guy.
knocked.
One
No
back.
more thermites.
On one.
Ready for bear. That was the
Oh, this is when I watched this clip. Because it did look like he was hiding too. Like he's just hiding there. Like he was sitting for like. They all hide, huh? Like they all hide. They're all hiding all the time.
How's that? Done.
Nice.
That's my turbocharger gun.
Octane coming back now. 63. He's jump padding to you. I already hit him once. Oh, me. Okay. You already got body slammed by me once. What do you think changed in that short amount of time? Wait, when did he get body slammed by me once? Octane coming back.
I crypto.
Octane's still. Never mind, they ulted up. Somewhere.
spotted.
Never mind, they ulted up. Oh my. Oh, here he is. Dog slammed this team. Hey, what did I do to these guys? I just fucked them up. I fucking absolutely dog slammed this team. One's going up top. Oh my god, they're all fucking weak, bro. Yeah, the other one's weak down here. Okay. The dog slammed him, apparently. Let's go. And then he came back and got shit on. Sorry for talking shit. He was just bringing me my attachments. Oh, never mind. Ooh. Oh, never mind. Sorry for talking shit. He was just bringing me my attachments. Oh, man, I feel bad now. He brought me all these gold things, dude. I didn't know. I didn't know he was just a carrier, bro. I didn't know he was just a carrier. Like, see, whenever I edit, like, really quick, I skip all this shit. Like, I forget, like, that I talk shit after I killed him, too. And I just, like, forget to look.
Help. Question is.
Although it adds, like, character. Like, that's, like, you know... Like, that's the shit talk, but I always, like, I just listen to, like, what I say right after I, you know, kill them.
Not a mark.
Oh, he didn't.
Get 60.
I often don't, like, really watch a ton of it. Because, I mean, the last thing you want to do when you're editing is, like, watch fucking 4 hours of content back. Like, you don't want to watch every second, so you kind of just skip through it as much as you can, obviously. I think I did nothing here. No, wait. I got a lot of damage, so I must have done something. Or was I just thirsting people?
Oh, nice. Thanks, Ryzen. We'll use that to come up after we kill it. There, they drop. Come on.
I'm not. I can't. I melted one. I already shit on two. I shit on both of them. Shit on.
60 on them?
Right here.
Nice.
I'm pushing from the top. Just heal right here.
I don't see him.
Reloading. Give my shields a
I'm on him. You got it?
There you go.
Trip done.
Meh. Love watching people talk shit to you in TikTok comments? Yeah, it is fun. Speaking of that, let me check my TikTok comments. I'm trying to respond to everybody because that definitely helps too. Just like Alright. I messaged a few people back. I had like a couple more comments. Guy said, made a whole vid on Horizon. Not gonna lie, you a bit too obsessed, but he spelled 2 wrong, so I just put star 2. This guy said, I feel so called out. I said, it's all good, Brayden, just do better. This guy said, 1v1, I'm a Chad. I said, I only 1v1 Jasons, not Chads. We'll see who else comments later. Oh, this guy said, I still love that you hate her so much because she's good. Not the only reason I hate her, but that is pretty accurate. I do hate her because she's good. Buddy has beef with Horizon. Rampart is way worse. Wait, hang on. I'm gonna respond to this guy and be like, dude, I literally shot a Rampart body in this clip. It's actually funny. This guy said, true fucking man, 1v1 me real life. I'm gonna say I'm down, but I only do blades, not fists. I don't get hinge, bro. Wait, can I say that or will I get in trouble? I'm gonna say it anyways. If I get in trouble, I get in trouble, bro. I don't know. Would I get in trouble for saying that? I shouldn't get in trouble. It's not like a threat. It's just a warning. Slight spelling error equals invalid statement. Yeah, basically. Don't say that, big no-no. Are you talking to me? Or were you talking to me about, like, what I just said, or no? He said, true fucking man, 1v1 me real life. I said, I'm down, but I don't get hinched, so it'd have to be blades. I mean, hopefully he just takes it as a joke. Yeah, that's 5,500 views, bro. It's popping the fuck off, bro. I'm telling you guys, it's popping the fuck off. Will I actually get in trouble for that, Marvin? Surely not. It's not that deep. It's not like an actual threat. It's just like letting you know, bro. TikTok does not like anything about blades. What will they do to me? Just remove my comment or will they ban me? It's not that deep. I just mentioned the word blade. It's not like... Maybe it is that deep. I don't know. Alright, I'll delete it and I'll respond something else and say I'm gonna delete this just in case. Now that's a good response right there. So this guy said, Buddy has beef with Horizon. Rampart's way worse. I said, dude, I literally shot a Rampart's body in this clip, lol. I hate both, but Rampart is easy to counter. And he said, I meant like getting third-partied by Rampart. I'll fight a Horizon, no problem, but Rampart players are a virus. And I said, they are a virus, but they aren't ... a true virus. And I added virus. Let me delete this. Alright. Is that better? Is it better if I say that? I took the blade one down. I said I'm down, but I don't get I'm down, but I don't like to get a hinge. I'm just a fan of the stainless. You feel me? Is that better? Not a true virus. The virus line was clean. Something tells me I should get on Apex and third party some noobs as Rampart. Is I mean it's not even third party. It's not even about the third parties. I don't know. I mean I don't know why he said that, but you know. Why Horizon? She's so easy to kill. Coming from someone who may be them. How about we bring up Seer? What the fuck did I lost brain cells. I'm just gonna respond that. He spelled it Horzwin. Like, what the fuck? Said I lost brain cells reading that. Who is Horzwin? Bro, I love fucking with people in comments. It's so fun. What did he even mean? Why Horzwin? She's so easy to kill coming from someone who may be them. How about we bring up Seer? What do you mean? What do you mean coming from someone who may be them? What does that mean? That comment's better for sure, okay. You look decent at the game, so I appreciate that, big dog. Appreciate that, big dog. I used to be top 100 on console, so I'm pretty decent for sure. Okay, so dang, bro, that hurts. I feel bad for him now. This guy said, I play Watson. I just said, you, my friend, are lovely. I need to make a Watson video. That's what I need to do. I need to make the complete opposite of this video about Watsons. Like, just the most beautiful, lovely human beings. Sounds like he's saying Horizon is ass and Seer's OP. Dude, that's what some people like seem to think though. Definitely people think Seer's better. I mean, Horizon's the best character in the game, like. This guy said, bro got beat to Estates or Energy Depot by a Horizon slide. And I said, adequate comment, even if factually inaccurate. I'm kind of cooking right now. It was a good comment. I only play her because I'm on Stormpoint and Olympus in pubs because I like the cannons and to slide on the big things at the fan. Bruh. I'm having fun cooking people, dude. That's good. You gotta make a video about Mad Maggie. We need more love. I don't know, bro. Watson gets the love. I don't know. Because Watson reminds me of Nelly, so Watson gets the love. Maggie is cool, though. Maggie is probably one of the coolest characters. I'm not gonna give her love, though. Alright, I responded to a bunch of comments. It's at 6,000, bro. It's popping off, bro. That video is climbing. It's on pace to maybe hit a 10k bomb. Which is pretty cool. I haven't had a lot of videos hit 10. But this one's like maybe on pace to hit 10. Because, I mean, this is the first day and it's at 6. And a lot of people are commenting still. And comments are like, comments carry it. Like, the more comments you get, like, a lot of people are commenting still. Which is like, that's a good sign. I think it's at, like, with how many people that are commenting, it's definitely down for another 1,000 at least. But I think it might be able to make 10. I mean, it kind of all depends on, like, how many of the next people comment. Like, if a lot of people keep commenting, then it'll just keep climbing. So we'll see how it goes. What's up, Mr. Mad? How's it going, man? How do you spell Voorhees? Oh, probably like that. This guy said, don't you mean Justin's? And I said, no, Jason's like Voorhees. Waiting for a Jason to enter the chat. Be like, alright, let's 1v1. If I can get 118 more followers, I'll be at 5,000. Can't stay for much, but I'll hop in and take a shower and then I might have to go. You're gonna take a shower while you're in this chat? That's crazy, bro. I'm on and off with super glides when I'm fighting. I can't seem to hit them, but whenever I'm not fighting, I hit almost every time. Dude, mine's the opposite. I hit like all mine when I fight, or not all of them. I'm not that good at it. I hit a lot of them when I fight, but I don't hit any of them when I'm walking around, bro. But I do hit a lot of them in a fight. I don't know why that is. I just can't fucking hit them when I'm not fighting, bro. It kind of makes sense, though, because, like, I feel like for my whole life, like, for my whole career, I guess, if you want to call it that, as, like, a competitive player, and, like, in every game I've ever played, I'm always better when, like, the times are tougher. Like, I'm a very clutch player, so I've always been better against, like, I play up to my opposition. I guess that's what, like, a lot of people would say is, like, the better the opponents, the better I tend to play. So I actually, like, back when I played COD, I used to be really bad against, like, pub kids, but then I'd play against, like, UMG players with, like, 70-0 records, and I'd pop off. It's really weird, I don't know. I think it's because, like, a lot of my playstyle back in COD had to do with predictions, and you can't predict bad players, but you can predict good players, so. I'm doing pretty good. Just got a gym membership and worked out a little bit and then had practice, so I'm feeling good. That does sound good. Working out does feel good. I'm gonna get back into doing that. I got more comments. Can you imagine waking up and getting on Apex, laugh my ass off? I go to work, I only play on the weekends most of the time. I'm just gonna say I can't. I'm about to start all my videos and like just the same way, just be like rah. About to start all my videos like that, bro. That's just gonna be my new thing. I was just feeling it that video. I don't know why. I didn't know how to start it, and I was just like, I just felt that shit, so I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna say that. It's funny. I'm all aim, no movement. He's all. I don't have aim or movement. Feels bad. Raw. Dude, it's good. But it's making me more and more like Grail, bro. I'm just slowly becoming. I mean, she's already basically me, so. But if I start saying, if I start speaking like her too, then we're just the same, bro. The hell is a kilometer? Wait, why are you asking what a kilometer is? It's a form of measurement. The correct form of measurement. Not like the shit we use. Our measurement is shit. We should definitely use meters. I actually really wish they taught us that shit a lot more, because I wish I was like more like, I don't know, fluent in it, if that's the right word to use, because I don't really know like the metric system all that much, but it is better. Like every time I like see it and I learn a little bit about it, I'm just like, god damn, this shit's so much better. Alright, let's continue this editing. I took a little bit of a break responding to a bunch of people in comments. It was fun. Let's see what else we got.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that's already done. I think we get off. Yeah, so that's one video done. What is that? Are we playing Smite? Oh yeah, we're playing Smite. I recorded some Smite. Huh. I might actually, I was thinking about starting to record some of my Smite games, because I do pop off in Smite, like, a lot. I mean, obviously. I'm fucking nasty at it. You're fucking nasty, mate! He's fucking nasty! I'm actually kind of skipping this now, because I'm more interested in the Smite. I mean, I assume we don't do that good if we go off and... Well, no, we're popping off. I got 4 kills right here. What happened? 4 kills in one fight. Let's see what... Okay. Okay. Little Spitfire action. Shit on. Okay. A little bit of pop off. Guess it wasn't 4 in one fight, it was 3 in one fight. And a 4th one. Oh, I remember this guy! Oh my god, he gets turned on, I remember this! I remember this! I remember this! I remember this! Watch this shit. I got shot in the back. What the fuck? And I fucking fried the fuck out of him! You're horrible! Dude, like how do you...
Oh, he's coming behind this way. Watson.
Fucking trash can.
Oh, yes, sir.
He had purple armor, by the way. He wasn't weak or white armor or anything. Like, actually sitting in a corner. Out of him. You're horrible! Like, oh my god, he's so bad. Fucking shooting your box.
Embarrassing is all that really is.
Fucking shooting your box.
And the Watson didn't even have no attempt to pull out or down and use it.
There's no way I shot him more. Okay. I thought I was about to reload that shit and shoot him more. I was like, no way, bro. That's too much. Bro's on Smite right now, bro. Alright. We got off Apex. We got on Display Smite. What are we doing? Is this a ranked game? No, it doesn't look like a ranked game. Oh, it fucked up my controls, I see. In the menus. What do I look for on Smite? Oh, probably just my kills up there. Alright, I got a kill right here. What did I do?
What the fuck is this guy doing trotting around? You wanna do something? Virus is probably more angry when I'm not around because
See what else happens. That's not good enough. I need like double kills, triple kills, or just like absolute hammer slams of kills. How do we get a kill here? He must pluck him. Oh no, I just shit on him. Never mind. Never mind, I just shit on him. So far, nothing clip worthy. Here's another kill. What'd we do?
nice.
Nice. Nice. Not enough to clip it, but you know. Unless I like really, if I like get a fuck ton of kills, I might clip all these like, oh no, they surrendered. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. That's usually how it goes. Damn, I'm just getting assists. That game didn't go very well. Had 2 kills early in this one. Well, no, not that early. Well, damn, I got a kill early this game.
Whirlpool and you can't get out.
Oh, these losers playing no carry.
I hate the site.
Wait, we live this?
Yep. You pull him, he's dead.
I'm out. No, I don't want to.
How are we alive, and how do we get a kill here?
Oh, we survived it. That's all that matters. Survived something we shouldn't have.
Wait, where is the kill? There it is. Oh, they gank, okay.
Did I see him miss it, or is it just...
I don't know if he missed it or not. I couldn't tell. I hit everything. Let's go.
You got him.
Fucking torched.
That's a nice little kill there. I don't know if any of these are really worth, like, I don't really care that much about single kills. I only, like, the only stuff I really want to clip here is, like, double kills, triple kills, nasty kills that are, like, ridiculous.
I'm dead.
Oh shit.
I got smacked. That's why you don't play that shit over in carry lane. Play a carry, Pusio. I know. Oh, wait. Here we go. Here's a couple kills.
It was caught him in a wrap. And it was a wrap.
He both ganking, yeah. Oh, Ebo, you let the Sylvanas get away. Because he has a vendetta against the Uller. I get it. He wants him dead, but come on, he just let him go. Oh, Sylvanas is there. He's being killing. Oh, this is good. Damn, too bad you didn't get a
Fucking deleted!
You got 3 crits in a row, and then you got like 3 autos without
Then, like, none?
Damn,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
That was fire. Like, this fight's good. This is the kind of shit I would
Caught him
clip.
in a wrap.
So let's see. Where did it start? Like, the start of the Fry Fest was right here, I think, kind of.
He both ganking, yeah. Oh, Ebo, you let the Sylvanas get away. Because he has a vendetta against the Uller. I get it. He wants him dead, but come on, he just let him go. Oh, Sylvanas is there. He's being killing. Oh, this is good. Damn, too bad you didn't get a
Fucking deleted!
Yeah, that's fire.
Torched.
So here's a question I'll run by you guys. Because this is something that's like, that I thought about, right? So on TikTok, you know how like you put tags, right? Like you put tags, so like for instance, like when I post my clips, I put the same tags every time. I put like Apex, Apex Legends clips, Apex funny moments, gaming, FPS, whatever. FPS games type shit. I think that's like all of them. Competitive gaming, I think I might use that too, or something like that, right? I use all those clips, or all those tags, right? Which a lot of those are Apex specific. And from what I've understood on TikTok is like, let's say I post a Smite clip, right? From what I understand on TikTok is if I do a lot of Smite tags where it's like Smite clips, like all the same shit, right? My understanding is that I won't get very many views because I normally post Apex clips, and like that's just how TikTok works as far as I know it. Is like if you post different type of shit, you get less views. So is it worth, if I want to clip, like if I want to start like putting other clips out, like say of Smite or like games that I play solo, for instance, is it worth me, even when I post Apex clips, should I just swap all the tags and just be like gaming, funny moments, like, you know, RPG games, shooter games, FPS games? Like, should I do like all those tags and like not include Apex shit anymore, even on the Apex shit? So like not include game specific tags, but like keep using all the like just gaming tags? Or is that, do you think that's a bad idea? Because I don't really know. I feel like if I post a Smite clip on my TikTok, it won't get any views. Dude, these guys are so weird. Some of these comments are so strange. This guy said, "Why are you so mad about a character?" It's like, did we listen to the same video? I'm literally laughing in the video. And like, a lot of people that watch the video are laughing. Like, huh? I don't know. Also, part is much more popular than Smite, so I would assume those tags get you more views. So yeah, either Apex tags everything or switch it to always gaming. I don't know. I don't know. It's just really tough. I mean, I could try just like posting. I guess I could just try posting a Smite clip and tagging Smite and everything and just seeing.
Oh, you dead.
I mean, but I don't know.
Poke, 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 baby.
Caught me.
Oh shit. Oh man, I didn't think he would fucking die. Damn tower keeps targeting me.
Yeah, I know. We're popping the fuck off out here.
Oh shit. Oh man, I didn't think you'd fucking die. Damn tower keeps starting.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's just out of range, but I can hit him with auto.
That's
Shit.
Yep. God damn, I shit on their whole fucking team, bro. Me and Virus literally just walked through all these chumps.
I looted them both too.
Nice, good shit, man. Yep.
Enemy ultimate incoming! Ultimate incoming!
Yeah, that clip is fire, bro.
I'm dead.
A little flawless game out of your boy. God damn, Amaterasu. Holy. Little flawless action. A little bit of flawless action. And a no game. Nothing too crazy, you know. Well, we got a few Smite clips going, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I want to edit more. Wait, we can edit this one. This one's short as fuck. Let's do that. Let's just pull this one over here. Let's do one more edit. I think that's fair. This one's short as hell. I'll tough it through this. Then I'll figure out what I'm doing. I mean, it's short, which probably means we didn't do very good, honestly. Well, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but we didn't play very long.
Oh, he's right here in
For
the
whatever
corner.
reason.
156 on one. The resin. I apparently don't know this building like I should. Know this building like I should.
Red. Torched.
Putting light down range.
Outside.
Outing.
Give me a sec.
I thought I got kills here. Like, what happened? I do. They're just gradual. God damn. This fight's boring as fuck. I know why, because it's this Horizon Pusio running around.
140, 50.
You're dog shit. Get the fuck out of our game, you fucking whoreson. Whoreson. Yeah, she literally made that fight. Like she basically got rid of my clip just by running around. Ah, why do they all gotta be shit, and then they all go on forums and talk shit? That's crazy. They all act like they're good, bro. Oh, I remember this. I died and I came, like, he brought me back and we won. Pretty sure. Y'all. Oh, I don't want to clip any of it though. It's all boring shit. Well, I remember these guys. These guys got body slammed. Wait, is this the guys I'm thinking of? Oh, it's not. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is.
Actual the Pussies.
If we drop one, just put an ult up there and let's go.
Will do. I don't know if that was good enough for me. Not really.
Just kind of.
Will do.
Keep that part in because it's literally me like calling our play basically, and then this 106 shot somewhere around here. Where's the 106 at? Just kind of shooting in there. I don't really see him that well.
Fine.
106.
Knocked one. Knocked
All
one.
right, let's go.
Yep. It's not letting me use it. It's kind of high, but. Every knock.
Damn, you guys are dog shit. Wow. Holy fuck. You get your boxes shot. Oh, that was alright. I have zero idea how the algorithm works. We gotta look it up. I don't know if I read that or not, but yeah, I don't even know if you can even look it up really. I think it's just something you gotta figure out. I was at 103, 130.
Oh.
I mean, I'll put it this way: whatever I'm doing with the Apex shit is working relatively well for me. So that's. I don't really want to fuck that up.
Oh,
I'm pushing. I'm pushing.
Yep, right beside you.
Well, I say it's working relatively well. It is and it isn't. I mean, it's working relatively well in terms of like I'm getting quite a few views. But also it's like people do absolute dumb shit and get more views than I do, and I think my content's better, so kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky to know if you're doing the algorithm right or not, or if you're just like content's actually good enough to where it just kind of breaks through the algorithm regardless. Why do people take this shit so seriously? But this is what gets me views. It's just a character in a game, dog. Yeah, and this is just a video on the internet, dog. Like... Like, people are so stupid, bro. It's on 7,000 views, bro. Seems like the worse content you make, the more views you get. Yeah, that is true. That's true for a lot of it. I mean, you just... If I was a girl, I'd have millions of views anyways, so it wouldn't be that... It's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep, bro.
Knock. Good shit. Doors, stairs. To your left, main door. 141.
That's a lie, actually, because I wouldn't be a horse, so, you know, I wouldn't have millions of views. Never mind.
On bang. Let's go.
You don't really have to, actually, but most of them are. On TikTok, most of them are. You don't actually have to be. If you're a girl on TikTok that looks relatively good, then you just get views. It's not, you don't even have to do anything too crazy, but the girls on there are definitely that. They definitely are. It's pretty sad. It makes me pretty happy that I'm not with anybody, because I'm just like, yeah, that's how people are. I'm not too terribly interested. Not too terribly interested, not gonna lie. Single life on top. I mean, it's definitely better than being with one of those girls. That's for damn sure. And there's a lot of them out there. The worst part is like most of like the girls you want to be with that are worth being with are taken anyways. So. Melted 100. I mean.
Wow, what the fuck?
Poos stopped playing. What else is new? Melted. Level 105.
Knock. Knock.
Nice.
30 on her.
Melted. Level 105.
Knock.
Nice.
30 on her, blue so far.
30.
Ah.
Shit on. Dog shit Horizons. You literally one tap. Fucking gone. Trash
Good
can
shit.
Horizon ass players. They're so bad.
I like
Literally. Just a Horizon. Nothing to get excited about, guys.
No, she.
So what happened here? Did we cheat on these guys? No, they just ran for no reason. We didn't even cheat on them. Come here, dude. I'm just
Crack
tanking this
red.
shit.
One shot red.
Knock. I don't know where she ulted to.
That's all good.
Close to that
I
here.
don't either.
Right below me. Melted dead.
Good shit.
Wait, was that the end of her ult? Oh, that was the end of her ult. What the fuck? See it. I thought that was the beginning of her ult. I decided to get off. Oh, that was pretty easy to edit. I mean, I don't think we have that many clips, to be honest, out of all this shit. I need to edit this one, too. This should give me a lot more. I mean, this is what we've got so far. So this is hunt clips, right? Dude, yeah, that's hunt clips. These are finished Apex clips, kind of, but they're, like, not that great. They're just kind of whatever, so I don't really care about them that much. And we gotta separate. Here, we just need all these together. All the ones that I lowered the audio on, I know for a fact I don't care about the audio. This one. Where this might start right here. Nope. Nope. Separate the smite stuff. I don't know if I'll actually use it, but I mean it's pretty good. There was one good, like, I mean that game was pretty fire, so. I mean I could definitely put it out and just see what happens, I guess. Okay. Yeah, being single is definitely better than being with trash, so that's true. Shit, all the girls are interested. No, not really. Not all of them, but shit, a lot of them are interested in me, but ain't none of them want to be with me, bro. And the saddest part is like there's actually a few decent reasons that somebody would not want to be with me, but none of them are actually like I guess agreeing with that. That's like the worst part is it's like there are a few good reasons to not want to be with me, but like none of the girls that didn't want to be with me, that liked me, had those problems like with me. It was always just nothing. It was like, no, like you're pretty much perfect for what I want. I just not interested in it at this time or whatever. I'm just like, bro, that's crazy, but all right. It's not crazy. Well, it's not crazy that like one person feels that way. It's crazy that it's happened to me so many times. That's all. Where's the entertainment at, Marvin? Somebody tagged you in the general Discord. That's a W comment. Guy commented and he said, I have Horizon in Japanese, so I don't hear that dumb bullshit. Because I was making fun of her lines. I like that. Everyone has qualities they aren't proud of, but regardless flaws and all, you are you. So there might be reasons, but they aren't good reasons. Damn, Marvin's just wanted by all, bro. He hasn't wanted them back, bro. I think that's only happened to me twice. I think there's only been, I'm trying to think. I think there's only been 2 girls that like wanted to be with me that I wasn't with, but one of them was amazing. Just didn't really feel that way. And the other one's just stupid as fuck. I mean, she didn't know me at all. She, like, it literally just happened recently. I just talked about that. Just like some random ass person. Just like, bro, you know nothing about me. Why do you say you like me? Like, I don't like that shit. You literally don't know a single thing about me. Yeah, that shit's weird. Saying you like me. And then they tried to play it off like they didn't say they liked me. And I'm just like, I mean, you literally were hitting on me. Like, unless you joke about fucking wanting to kiss people that aren't... I don't know what to fucking tell you. Literally, you're talking about this shit, like... And then she's just like, yeah, I'm just flirty. I'm naturally flirty. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean you're naturally flirty? No, you're not. You don't say that to everyone. If you do, that's even worse. That's an even bigger problem if you say that to everyone. It's not that deep. But I think, like, girls aren't used to, like, rejection either, to be honest. They're like, a lot of them aren't. I mean, partially because most girls don't, like, ask guys out. So they're already not used to that. Well, at least here. I mean, in other places, it's different. I know in Germany, it's, like, actually, girls tend to ask guys out quite a bit. Like, here, that's not that's not a big thing. So I might need to move to Germany, you know? Also, German girls have nice voices, you know? The German accent is really nice. Alright, what's the play call, bro? What is the play call, bro? I gotta make a Watson video, bro. I need to do that. What are we gonna do? Wanna run some Apex? Dude, Armed and Dangerous isn't on anymore. Do you think I play this game? I was only playing because Armed and Dangerous was on, bro. This game is trash. There was 2v2s on Smite yesterday, but you missed it. Try some ranked with Marvin, that would be interesting. It's funny how easy it is right now. It's not even easy though, is it? Because everyone fucking hides. I don't hide, that's the problem. But it actually kind of makes it harder to play my playstyle if everyone's hiding. I'm better off if everyone shoots. Like, that's what I'm good at. I'm good at just fighting. Unless things change since last season, I haven't been paying attention. Fuck, man. The yawns. I feel like Sleeping Dogs was pretty funny, actually. I feel like there's a lot of funny moments in that. I want to edit that, too. Marvin over here doesn't like story games, though. What's up with that, honestly? Well, that's what you're doing? You're just pushing everything? Story games are weird, he says. If by weird you mean good, then sure. Well, like, the guy liked my stainless comment. Or at least he put laugh my ass off after it, so I feel like he liked it. I liked it. I don't know, bro. I mean, I could play the sailing game, bro. What else do I do, man? I'm just gonna turn on my Xbox so I can, like, have something on my screen. Gun Run is on Fragment now. He's trying to get me on the game, bro. I'm not getting on. Ain't no way. Yeah, it's always been like that, bro. Gun. Alright. I don't know, I'm on Steam looking at games again, I guess. Try Legion. Could try Legion. I don't know if I'm feeling that shit either, though. I feel like what I want out of that game, I feel like it's not gonna be. I don't know what I want, though. I kind of want GTA. Like, I kind of want to play GTA, to be honest, but not GTA, if that makes sense. Titanfall. He always says Titanfall. GTA 6 better be good. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to play that. I mean, Cyberpunk sounds kind of fun, man. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Marvin won't be here for any of it. We already know that, because he can't concentrate on a story game. That game got such a bad rep, and it's literally one of the best games I've ever played. Crazy. Actually, one of the best games I've ever played. It's so good. It just had way too many bugs when they released it. They should have just postponed it. I guess they didn't want to, though. That was their mistake, is just not postponing the game. I mean, other than that, the game is fire. I guess Marvin just hates movies and everything. Oh, I could play the Lego game, bro. The Lego Star Wars game, bro. What else is there? Or Shadow of War, bro. I just think that game's bad. Like, I don't know. It's so bland. It's like a really bland looking game. Payday 2, what a game. That's a classic. Dude, Sailing Era, I'm telling you guys, Sailing Era is pretty good. I mean, it is and it isn't. I don't know. It's good, but it's not. Well, no, it is good. It's just not like, I don't know if it's a stream-worthy game. It's a good game. I played 30 hours of it. It's gotta be good, bro. Had fun. You just sail around and you sell shit. You buy shit, you sell shit for more. All about making that money. You gotta learn new languages so you can interpret different things. Pretty good game. And there's just not that many sailing games, you know? That's what really makes it stand out. There's not very many, you know, good pirate or sailing games, you know? Wildermyth, that's a good game. Also not really a stream game. Marvin would hate that game. You actually have to fucking read. And that entire game is about story. You wouldn't be able to stand it. Is there bears in Ark? I mean, I don't know why I'm asking. I'm not gonna play Ark. It just, like, the graphics are too shit, but... Is there a bear in Ark? I feel like there's not. I don't know if they have bears. I don't think they do. They should. They should have a bear. They should have some sort of bear. Dire bear. Is there a dire bear? There might be a dire bear. I can't remember. That sounds kind of familiar now that I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna look it up. Is there a bear in Ark? The dire bear is one of the creatures in Ark Survival Evolved. I might have to play Ark. They're tameable, right? Tameable, rideable, breedable. They're in the forest area, that makes sense. What do they look like? They're pretty big. I mean, I can't really get a good picture of them. Hang on, images. Many on the island have started calling it a dire bear, a name which is appropriate both due to its enormity. I can't read the writing. I'm reading the like sheet paper that they write. Enormity, and its territorial nature. The dire bear ignores most non-hostile creatures while going about its daily routine of scavenging for meat and edible plants. That is, until intruders enter its territory, it considers its own, at which point it viciously attacks. Most often, it is smartest to just run away from an angry dire bear. That's not true. It's still, you gotta let it fuck you up. That's the best thing to do against a bear, I'm telling you. What do they look like? Yeah, they look alright. They're pretty big. They're bigger than I thought they'd be. They're like, I mean, they're real big. Trying to get a good picture of it, like when you're just standing. Oh my god, they can stand up. I love them. You can get like a white one, be like a polar bear. They look a little weird though. They don't look. Their nose is a bit too short. Her nose is a bit too short. Oh, cave bear. Wait, there's a cave bear. That's a thing? There's a cave bear? As fearsome as it looks, the cave bear eats mostly plants and berries. This one might be more like a grizzly. However, it's considered as an omnivore because it can eat some bats or other small creatures that live inside caves. You can't tame this one though, it looks like. Huh. There might be another type of bear then. Ever since Genesis came out, all other creatures seem so bland. I mean, I like the realistic ones, I guess. We were geeking out about swords yesterday with Verd. Dude, I collect swords. What swords are you looking for? I have a Zweihander. I have some Gladius. I have some Katana. I have a Wakizashi that entered my leg at one point. That felt good. You're... Responding to some more comments. Have you seen the Bloodstalker or the literal turtle so big you can make a base on it? Or the flying whale? So cool. No, I don't think I have seen any of those. I feel like I've seen the Bloodstalker. I feel like I've heard of that shit. I don't remember the turtle base. Or do I? I mean, I remember the big guy, like the... What's he called? The rocky, like... He's basically like a big rock. Big moving rock. Like... God damn it. Not the plesiosaur. Well, it kind of looks like that too, but not the water version. What's it called? Brontosaur. I've seen that one. The big Brontosaur with rocks. No, not the rock golem. The big... I think it's... I don't know what it's... Didn't I just say it? I feel like I just said it. And I already fucking forgot it. It's like the big rock Brontosaur. What's that thing's name? I'd know it if I saw it, like heard it. I just don't remember what it's called. You have to tame it with cannons. You gotta shoot cannons at it or some shit. The Titanosaur, yeah, that one. You collect swords too, Marvin? Gotta be careful around him, bro. Yeah, I haven't bought a new sword in a while, though. I buy new knives. Like, I like knives a lot, too. The only sword that I'm missing from, like, my collection that I really, really want, actively... But it has to be bronze, because I think if you get one that's not bronze, you're weird. Yeah, I really want to get a Kopesh, like a bronze Kopesh. That shit's expensive, bro. An actual bronze one is pretty expensive. Got 4 katanas? Yeah, I got 2 really nice ones. Technically I have 3, but there's 2 really nice ones. I have a Chinese sword, but I don't know what it's called. I actually don't know the name of it. It's like a straight, it's a straight sword. It's pretty long, and it's double edged. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I have a Wakizashi, but it's chipped all fuck, and then also chipped because it hit my bone. You know, that felt good. Trained how to use swords and knives. I taught myself. I was teaching myself Daimogeras. I mean, I don't know if there's any classes for it, but I'm like really into the Daimogeras, so I taught myself some of that. I actually created my own styles of Daimogeras, and that's like what I use in my book. Dude, I haven't got to geek out over this shit yet. I don't think I've talked about this on stream. It's like one of my proudest things in my book is that I actually created forms of a fighting style, like a real fighting style. I took it and I made my own like forms of it. I tested them in real life. Like I tried it out to see if it was possible and if it felt right and how it felt and whatnot like that. But I ended up making up my own forms of Daimogeras, like little, you know, they're not hugely different, but they're a little bit different styles. And a lot of the Daimagera like fighters in my book actually like do fight in these styles. And Vendra's one of them. Vendra has like her own style. Belial in my book has his own style. And they're all like, they have different names and shit. It's really cool. I mean, again, I just like, they're not super detailed, but Vendra's is the most badass. Makes sense. She's kind of like the famed one in like the Daimagera category, or just, well, in the gladiatorial category of like characters in my book. She's like the famous one. The most famous one. But hers is really cool. And the name of her style, it's called like Die Zweifach stance. It's like means the double time stance, basically. And it basically, it's a reference to a German dance, because there's a German dance called that, which means like the double time. But Vendra is like, her whole thing is like, her nickname is like the Blade Dancer. So it's only fitting that the style she fights in is like referenced from a dance, like the double time. But what's really cool about Vendra in the story is she does like a double time stance with Daimogeras, which other like Daimagera fighters like struggle with. They struggle with the double time. She's like one of the only ones that can really do a double time with it, which is basically where you're like, in Daimagera, so you fight with two swords, so it's like you use one sword to deflect and one sword to strike, and it's like a rhythm type thing. So it's like you're deflecting with the right, striking with the left, then you're deflecting with the left and striking with the right, and you step with each sword, basically, right? If you step back, you have to like, you're using your back sword to like gain, to push them away as you're stepping back, and if you're stepping into them, you're stepping with the strike. And so you want your feet to always match your swords, so if your right foot's back, your right sword's back, kind of thing. You step with your swords. That's like how you normally fight with it. And Vendra's double timing, instead of it being like a deflect, strike, deflect, strike, deflect, strike, she does like deflect, strike, strike, deflect, strike, strike, deflect, strike, strike, really fast, like fast as fuck. And it's badass, bro. Really fucking badass. She's like one of the only ones that can actually like keep up the pace. There's like other ones, like, so Belial in the book, he can actually like, he can do it, but he only can, like, he usually only does it like for a few seconds maybe, but Vendra's like the only one that can actually just straight up do it. Like, it's not, there is no like, she has to cook up, you know. It's just like she can just do that shit. It's really cool. I haven't really got to show off her character all that much, but goddamn, she's awesome. There's so many cool characters in my book. I've just been so focused on Grail recently. Like, Grail has been like the ultra focus recently. It kind of makes sense though, because I feel like Grail is like the main character, I would say. I mean, it's Grail and Nelly are like the main two characters, but I would say like right at the moment Grail is like the centerpiece of the story. Like, I would say the what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Not the purpose, but like the lesson, I guess. Maybe the lesson that the book teaches, if you want to call it that. Like, the lesson you get from the book, it's about Grail, I guess. Like, Grail's life. Like, she's like the lesson, I would say, if you want to put it like that. Like, it's all about her character arc and all that shit. I really wish I could like work on it on stream and like feel like it's fun, but I just feel like I can't. Because I would love to work on my book more. But I don't really work on it that much off stream. Not even more invested in the book because of that one character. I mean, she's really cool. I feel like I actually really like... I mean, I put like a lot of me into like everything. She has really cool scenes though. I don't know, I'm trying to think. She's also pretty filthy. There's a couple things she does that's actually filthy. It's like in a good way, I think, but I don't know, like, the point of her character is to like, I guess, to ask the audience, like, what do you think is like good and evil? Like, because she treads like a really interesting line, I feel like, between like good and bad. Like, the overall thing, like her overall purpose is good. Like, she's like a hero. Like, people view her as a hero. in the book for like what she's doing, but like the little thing she does makes her kind of like villainous maybe. So it's quite cool. It's kind of like it's like if your overall idea is good, does it really matter the details? Like that's kind of what I'm asking the audience indirectly with her character, just to see like what people really think. Like, is it okay to do some bad things if your overall idea is good? And like how much bad could you get away with doing if your overall idea is good, kind of thing. Yeah, because she is a hero. Like she's basically like freeing people that have been enslaved, which is like a very massive W. But she kills a fuck ton of people, and like not in like a very respectful, nice way. Like she's obviously like, I mean, she's fighting for that shit, and it's like she hates the people she's fighting against. So it's quite an interesting character because like at the very beginning of the story, she's fighting for freedom, and killing because she has to. But at the end of the story, it's more like she's killing because she wants to, and she just so happens to be freeing people at the same time. So it's like literally nothing changes. But, like, mentally, everything changed. Like, the idea of what she's doing is so different. Like, the feeling behind it and everything like that. It's just all different. But yeah, she has some really cool moments. Her and Grail have a lot of beef, which is amazing. Because they're, like, kind of polar opposites. Like, Grail is, like, you know, ultra tough, kind of street thug. And Vendra's like the, you know, super well taught, like perfectionist fighter. So they're complete opposites. It's like Vendra doesn't stand a chance against Grail in like a street brawl, like just fisticuffs. But then, or like with a knife maybe or something like that. Like, yeah, she stands like no chance. But with swords, like Grail stands no chance. It's kind of cool. Like so drastically different at what they're good at. So they're kind of a lot of fun to like talk shit. They talk shit to each other a lot. I feel like there was a scene I was going to share about her. I think one of the best scenes in the book right now, though, has Vendra in it. It's like the best transition, anyways, but I can't really talk about it. Trying to think of what scene I was going to share. I don't really recall. Vandra. Nah, I like her a lot. New favorite character now. I mean, she is pretty cool. She gets name dropped like super early in the book. Actually, she gets name dropped like literally like first paragraph of the book. Like one of the first, like the opening part of the book, she gets name dropped. Because the book starts with Nellie like talking about how she like looks up to certain people that are fighting for freedom, and she wants to talk to them and interview them. And like she mentions Vendra because she's like, oh, I keep hearing about this girl. Like, well, she doesn't know her name's Vendra. I think I can't remember. I think she just mentions like, oh, I keep hearing about the Klingentanzerin and how she's like one of the only female gladiators that's fighting for freedom. And Nellie's like, I feel like really inspired by her, and I really want to meet her and talk to her. I don't know what she's like. I want to meet her. And then when she finally like meets Vendra, and she's like, yeah, like ich bin Vendra die Klingentanzerin. Nellie's like, did you say die Klingentanzerin? It's with an E, Vendra. It's like it's her name. Like, well, it's her like, it's a nickname she got as a gladiator, but it's like her name. I don't know how to explain it. Like her actual, yeah, it's spelled like that. Like her actual name is well, actually, I think she has like 4. Her actual name is like Esther Victoria Elaine Dracov. So like the Vendra comes from like Victoria Elaine Dracov Vendra. Like it's the beginning letters of like her names basically. She doesn't really go by Esther that much. Vendra's pretty badass though. That's a super cool name. That's like one of my most proud names. Like, cause I just created that. That's not a name I ever heard or anything. I just came up with it. It's meant to sound like, I mean, it's like vengeance kind of sounds like that, but it's also like obviously obviously it sounds like it's her name, based on her name. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, Vendra's a badass name, and Die Klingentanzerin makes it even cooler. Like, her title is badass. Actually, her title's super long. It's like Vendra Die Klingentanzerin von Endlessweiss, which is like also where she's from. It sounds really good. Like, that's how she introduces herself. And it's always just like, it's over the top, but it's cool as fuck. But yeah, she's definitely, I mean, I'm gonna do her story next. After the Grail story, I'm gonna do like either Nellie's story or Vendra's and Belial's story, because they're like together. So we'll see which one I do next, I don't know. I mean, I've started writing both of them, to be honest. Check this TikTok again. It's at 7,600 views, pretty much. That's pretty good. Why does he keep spelling Horizon like this? If you ever need my attention, you just gotta talk about fighting or weapons, then I'm locked in. I mean, Grail does a lot of fighting. Well, actually, she doesn't. She does a lot of chasing people down while they're trying to run away. Which is like, that's like, a lot of the beef that her and Vendra end up having is amazing, because Grail acts like Grail acts tough around everyone, because she is tough. But it's funny, because Vendra's whole thing is like, yeah, but you beefed with kids in the street, like... I fight, like, wars with people, like, arrows raining down on me and shit, and I'm fucking commanding a fucking army. We're different. We're a little bit fucking different. Like, you're literally beefing kids in the street. Like, all the people you're, like, fucking running down, they're, like, 20 years old. She's like, I'm fighting men. There's a difference. Which, to Grail, there's not. It's like, well, shit, like, I'm just fighting who's in front of me. Bitch. Like, it's like, I didn't get to choose who I'm fighting. I'm fighting anybody. Like, anybody can get it. You can get it right now. That's how she is. That's the best thing about Grail, is like, it's just like, yeah, you can't take away from me, like, because of who I fight. Because I fight anybody in front of me, like, I don't care. Just, this is who's been in front of me. This is who's been talking shit. And actually, they have a really cool back and forth when they talk about that, because, yeah, I wrote that not that long ago, and it's such a cool back and forth, because... Both of their points are true. So, like, basically, you know, Grail wants to join this, like, war, kind of, like, later on. And Vendra's, like, you know, like, basically, like, I don't know if you're, like, cut out for this shit. Like, basically saying, like, you know, you fight kids on the street. This shit's a bit different. Like, I'm fighting men that were trained to kill. In formations, like, of slaughter, basically. It's like, they know what the fuck they're doing. And it's like, so you wouldn't stand a chance, probably. Like, you don't want to fight them, basically. And Grail's response to that is basically like, I can't fucking wait to fight them, because now at least I know who my enemy is. Which is such a cool response, because, like, she's so used to getting, like, stabbed in the back on the street. It's like, at least now I know where the fuck my enemy is. So it's a really cool back and forth of, like, you get to see where they came from. It's like, Vendra's so used to, like, fighting the formations, and she's like, these guys will end you in a second, because they know how to do it. Like, they've trained for years to do this shit. Like, it's not some kid on the street. But Grail's, like, opinion is like, yeah, but the kids on the street, I don't know which one of them want to kill, like, which ones want to kill me and which ones don't, so they just run up on me and stab me. Like, that shit fucking sucks. At least now I know who's gonna be stabbing me. It's pretty cool as fuck. It's a really cool, like, back and forth. It's just, I find it really interesting, because both of them are correct, like, kind of. Both of them are correct. And I really like writing stuff like that, where, like, nobody's wrong, you know? Like, both of them are talking about things that, like, both of them are disagreeing, but they're both correct. It's really cool. Yeah, I'm excited to share those parts, man. I'm excited to share all of it. I mean, like I said, I kind of want to do it on stream, bro, but I don't know. The part where she meets Grail is so good. Let me see, I'm gonna pull up my writing right now. My book's the first book you've been excited to read? That's cool, man. Here, I'm gonna share some of this right now just because we're talking about it anyways, so. Let's see. This is like the scene where Grail meets Vendra. But I can't read all this very well. Because a lot of it's in German. So this is Aethelwolf. You guys don't know who that is either, and he's a fucking badass. I'm gonna make a intro piece for him too. Let's see. The approaching man stepped with confidence, a bearded axe on his belt swinging with each right step. He rubbed his eyes, struggling to keep them open. Wer bist du? That means, who are you? And Nellie's like, ach, ich bin Nellie Madsen und du? Which means just like, I am Nellie Madsen, and you? She replied. The giant formed a smile in return as he scanned Grail. Ich bin Aethelwolf. He held out his hand towards Nellie. With little thought, she began to extend her arm before Grail stopped her. She cast judgment with piercing eyes, glaring at him with distrust. What did he say? She asked. I'm gonna have to redo all this. So this is like, this isn't done. This is just like, I've fucked around and wrote a bunch of shit. But I'm gonna change like this stuff to be Grail, like speaking like, you know, what did man say? Basically, she's gonna talk like that. He said his name is Aethelwolf. Aethelwolf, das ist Grail. Nelly motioned. So this guy only speaks German. He doesn't understand any English. But this is where we meet Vendra for the first time. She couldn't help but look past him, interested in a large display of fighters training with partners. Many looked winded and soaked from what must have been a grueling session, but a few stood out due to their strong stature. The first was a tall, slender, dark-skinned man. A few scars crossed his body, but as he battled his partner with his spear, nothing found his chest. He was impressive. Even in such a short display, Nellie could tell how special he was. Then her eyes found a set behind him, a tall woman with light skin, dark hair slicked back and dual swords in her hands. She was training with a shorter young man with short black hair that was spiky due to the sweat. As she got to staring, she noticed something that made her eyebrows raised. The two of them did not use practice weapons like the rest. They were dancing with steel. The dancing, that's a reference to Vendra, you know, the blade dancer, so that's kind of cool. They were dancing with steel. Nellie wasn't the only one watching either. Around them sat a small group, entranced with their talent. Then a loud voice rang out from the side, coarse and dominant. All right, short break, everyone. Together, Nellie and Grail watched as everyone began to sit. Only two remained standing, the two wielding steel. As the man slowly began to lower his guard, her blade slammed into his, almost sending him to the ground as a heated glare broke him down. Not you, she hissed loudly. You won't be able to rest in war. You can rest when you show me something of worth. Yeah, that's pretty badass. She's very, like, based on the attitude I have in competition. I mean, this line is based on something that I feel in competition. I've actually done this before, like, if I'm gaming or something like that, it's like you can stop when you do something of worth. Like, I'm not done yet. So I really like this. It's like, everyone gets a short break, and she's just like, not you, though. Stand the fuck back up. So I like that a lot. She raised both blades again, forcing him to do the same. Nellie's mind began to wonder. It all made sense. The shape of the swords, the attire, it had to be. How did the gladiators make it this far, this fast? It must be them, she thought. But if this is them, does that mean that that's... and then he's saying... Warum bist du hieran gekommen? That means, like, why did you come here? My German's not very good, by the way. Aethelwulf tilted his head into Nellie's sightline. I don't know how to say this word. Wir waren auf der Suche nach jedem. I'm trying to remember what this means. I wrote this so long ago. I'm assuming this means, oh my bad? Something like that. Sorry to bother you. I can't remember. I can't remember what that word means. We are out here searching for a man. I think that's what that means. Searching for someone. Something like that. That's kind of what that means. Nellie noticed the fighters behind him stop as the woman glanced her way. Immediately, Nellie tried to avoid gaze, but it was too late. She definitely caught her staring, and now she was heading this way. Just before Aethelwulf could reply, a voice came from behind, a strict tone, both commanding yet beautiful. Wolf, ich werde damit umgehen, kannst du Akella helfen? That means like, Wolf, I can take it from here, can you go help Akella? The woman approached with her two mains blades now on either hip. Her slicked back hair had sweat dripping from the tips in the back and was held down by an aged black hairband, which she took off and passed to Aethelwulf before reaching them. Danke, wir sehen uns drinnen zum Essen. That means like, thank you, I'll see you later to eat. I'll see you later for dinner. Something like that. I'll see you later to eat. When we eat. She spoke to him softly. A slight tint of black war paint brought out the rich brown color of her eyes, holding a heavy contrast against her pale skin. As she came to a stop, she wiped the sweat from under her hairline, then spoke. Kalman? She asked, looking between the two of them. Oh, sure, that works much better. I don't know that much Germanic. Nellie looked her up and down, becoming more nervous at each detail. Not only that, but the blades. They appeared very similar to the ones she saw in her dream. I don't have much time, and neither do my people. Who are you? What do you want? She looked up at Grail. Grail made sure to stare her down before replying. I'm Grail? And you are? Ich bin Vendra, die Klingentanzerin von Endless Weiss. She leaned in uncomfortably close to Grail. Tell me, Ryzine, are you the real deal or just a pretender? Just another pretender. It should be another. That sounds better. Tell me, Ryzine, are you the real deal or just another pretender? Yeah, so this means, like, I'm Vendra, the blade dancer of the Endless White. And then, Ryzine means giant, because Grail's tall as fuck, so she's like, tell me, giant, are you the real deal or just another pretender? Immediately, Grail stepped forward, leaving no space between them. You want to find out? In the heavy silence that followed, Vendra smirked with little concern, even letting a slight laugh out at the thought. Something funny? Grail put power into her voice. Grail, don't engage. Nellie tried to press in between them. Listen to your friend. Vendra threw her gaze to the sky and began muttering under her breath. Belinda Hunde beißen nicht. She made a mocking gesture at Grail. That means, like, the dogs that bark never bite. The unrecognizable words made Grail furious, but before anything could happen, Nellie awkwardly pushed Grail back and managed to squeeze in between the two of them. Sorry, I'm sort of short and I think you may have forgotten I was here, she joked. Did you say Die Klingentanzerin? Did I stutter? No, you absolutely did not. You spoke really clearly, actually. The woman raised her eyebrows and placed both hands on her hips, her deep brown eyes staying locked on Grail as her nose began to twitch a little. You are one of the ones leading the rebel gladiators, the freedom fighters, aren't you? I was unaware you guys had made it this far already, Nellie questioned. Well, we have. I'm one of the few true gladiators that remained. Her eyebrows lowered again, and I do not have much time or interest in chatting. Yeah, so this is like them, like, kind of meeting her. And then I really like this moment. I'm kind of skipping some because I'm not going to read all this shit. But, oh, I did start to give Grail the accent a tiny bit. I started to, like, kind of put it in here. So basically, they tell her that she's looking for a guy. And she basically doesn't know, like, basically Nellie's like, I think we're looking for a guy, but it could be a girl, and, like, I think he's this old, but, like, we really don't know how old he is, and, like, basically Vendra gets frustrated, because she's like, Well, she says this, like, "You're wasting my time. You're looking for a big man, beard or no beard, maybe right-handed," Vendra huffed. "I hope whoever hired you did not pay in advance." She turned out of frustration and began to walk back to camp. "It's pointless engaging with neeks, Nelly. I'll just walk in and look for myself." Grail looked at the woman in disgust and repositioned her Zweihander to her other shoulder. But upon hearing this, the lady stopped. Her foot anchored to the ground, causing a cascading silence, one that made Nelly's heart stop out of fear before Vendra turned back with a curious look, her hand resting calmly on either weapon as some of her hair flipped down into her face. This should be a question mark. "Nelly," she spoke, "is das dein name?" That means, like, is that your name? "Nelly," she spoke, "is das dein name?" Nelly looked back at her awkwardly. "It is? Why?" A moment of silence kept Nelly waiting in suspense as Vendra stood with her back to them, looking at the ground before deciding to take a step towards them. It looked like she was trying to formulate words, but none were reaching the surface. Somehow it seemed the mention of her name even made die Klingentanzerin uneasy. She forced her way out of the overbearing silence. "Just wanted to say that I have not heard a name that beautiful in quite some time." Her voice seemed to fall into an odd tone. "Thank you?" Nelly slowly looked back at Grail. What an odd and random thing to say, she thought. "Unfortunately, I haven't slept in 2 days." Vendra tried to regain her cool as she pushed back the bit of hair that fell in her face. "But if you truly need my help, then you're welcome to stay here the night and I can help in the morning." So I really like that. This is like a super cool scene. It's really impactful and really meaningful that like Vendra cares about Nelly's name. Obviously there's a reason for that. But yeah, it's really cool. I love this, like I love that like Vendra's basically like, "It's pointless, you're wasting my time, get the fuck out of here." And then just the mention of Nelly's name. Like basically Vendra, you know. And she's not even mad that Grail's talking shit, but because Grail's like, "It's pointless engaging with neeks, Nelly, I told you." And like all she cares about is the name Nelly. She's like, "Nelly, is that your name?" And Nelly's just like, "It is? Why?" So that's really cool. What else did I write? Oh, one of the best lines. Alright, I'll share this too. This is one of the best lines I've ever written, bro. It's one of the best lines I've ever written. If I can say it, it's in German, so it's kind of hard to read again. Oh my god, there's a couple of fucking zinger lines in here. I forgot about Thana, bro. I haven't talked about Thana in so long. Alright, so this is like... Alright, I'm just gonna start reading this. No explanation needed. You guys will hear it. This is badass. This is so good. Let's see. Can I ask you a weird question? Nelly paused. "Why did you care about my name? I mean, I don't mean to sound ungrateful. Your comment really made my day, but it seemed to matter quite a bit. Would you mind telling me why?" The room went silent as Vendra's allies looked over at her. She took a deep breath while her fingers began to play with the necklace around her neck. She searched the top of the tent with her eyes as she thought to herself, then her voice started with a tremble. "How do I say it?" She thought some more. "A man I love is..." She halted immediately. All sound faded again as everyone noticed her freeze. "Was..." She closed her eyes. The room fell silent. The room fell so silent that Nelly felt she had to stop breathing, otherwise it would draw attention to others. "I'm going to take a minute." Vendra stood up with a forced smile. "Feel free to make yourself at home. Thana, tell Akella that you two need to find somewhere else to sleep tonight." So basically she's telling, like, they're in like a bigger tent, like a nicer tent where she stays, and there's like 4 beds. One for Vendra, one for Aethelwulf, one for Akella, and one for Thana. And basically Vendra's like, "Thana, tell Akella that you two need to find somewhere else to sleep tonight, because we have guests, right? We have Nelly and Grail. They're sleeping in here tonight." And she's like, "What?" Thana stood up to her. "You aren't serious, right?" With a quick glance back, Vendra's jaw lowered, ready to respond with aggression, but she held back her words, only letting go the scorching hot glare of her eyes. "You know I deserve better than to be out there in the cold." Thana raised her voice. "You deserve nothing," Vendra snapped. "I would let all the bodies of my dead friends that are decaying on that battlefield sleep here over you." Vendra spoke over her. Thana scoffed and shook her head as she began to step around Wolf. He seemed not to understand completely, but watched Thana closely, as if ready to stop something from happening. I stand a true warrior now, Vendra. I'm no longer just some helpless slave. And yet you act like a gladiator, like you're one of us. Do not forget, you are not our kind, so don't act like it. She yelled loudly, capturing the attention of all nearby. No matter how much you wish to be. I don't want to argue with you. Thana shook her head. Everyone here knows that we owe you our lives. I just think letting random people sleep next to you over us is a mistake. What if something was to happen? Vendra calmed herself before replying. The decision's already been made, dear. She motioned Thana over and gently pulled her into a big hug. The tension seemed to disperse, and Wolf slumped back down into a more relaxed position again as they continued to eat. You know I love you. I do think it's wonderful you have gained such confidence and believe yourself a true warrior now. Vendra lowered her voice before tightly grabbing Thana's arm, her eyes going wide. But if you ever press me again, I'm gonna treat you as such. That line's fucking nasty. That's not the line I'm talking about, but that line's nasty as fuck. It's like, Thana is like kind of like a brat, to be honest. And she's like talking about it. It's like, you know, I'm not just a helpless slave anymore. Like, I've been training, like, I'm a warrior now. And Vendra's like, oh, I'm so proud of you. But if you ever talk to me again, I'm gonna treat you like you're one. And you're not gonna like that shit. That's badass. That line is fucking fire. An eerie feeling took over the room as Thana avoided her gaze and walked out of the tent. A cold shiver went down Nellie's spine at the thought of her words. All she could think about were the countless stories she had heard, the famous blade dancer Vendra, a title well earned, now standing right in front of her. She was much scarier than she had ever thought, but in a way Nellie felt safe. I mean, how could she not? Vendra, de Klingentanzern on one side, and Grail on the other. Nellie never thought she would meet someone that would be scarier than Grail, but Vendra had such a petrifying aura. Nellie would never say that to Grail, though, of course. Again, the room was silent, and again the built-up tension released with the sound of her voice. Wolf, wo ist mein Haarband? That means, like, Wolf, where's my hairband? That she gave him earlier. Vendra looked at him expectantly with a deep exhale. Without thinking, he reached over to Vendra's side of the large tent and in his grasp pulled back the worn black hairband. Leaning over, he handed it to her as if it were a sacred relic. Danke, she took it and held it to her body. Du wirst es heute Abend aber nicht benutzt? I said that wrong. He questioned her intent. Oh, I remember what this means. Du wirst es heute Abend aber nicht benutzen. That means, but you don't plan on using it tonight, correct? Something like that, basically. That's essentially what he's saying. He's saying, but you don't plan on using it, right? Which is a kind of an interesting reference, because you don't know what that means. Like, it's just a hairband. But obviously it matters to her, right? Like, there's, you know, he's holding it like a sacred relic. She passed it to him, like, before, and she was like, you know, can you take this with you? And, like, basically she's like, where is my hairband? Right? So, like, she's clearly talking about it a lot. She's, like, thanking him for it. But yeah, so he's saying, like, you don't plan on using it tonight, though, right? Which is just a reference that the viewer doesn't really understand fully, maybe? Or you could kind of piece it together, maybe. And then she says, Nein, nur... I don't know how to say this tonight. Like, Hoitsnacht. That means, like, no, just memories tonight, is what she's saying. Like, she clutched it tight and took a seat near him again at the table. Forgive me, Fraulein Madsen, I did not expect that. It's okay, I understand tensions are high. You must have all been through more than I can imagine recently. Yes, but let us enjoy the night. She pulled over a bottle of wine and began to pour into 4 cups. May I ask what you write about? Well, it may sound awkward, but I wanted to write about you and your people. I actually wanted to interview you and, well, I never thought I would meet you, but here I am. Not to say I'm gonna ask you stupid questions, of course, she added quickly. Before Vendra could even respond, Nellie saw Grail sitting there staring at her in anticipation. Oh, and I'm going to write about Grail here. She is also an amazing warrior. You should have seen how we met, Nellie laughed, visibly nervous. So, if you write about us, what is it that you would label us? Well, heroes, of course, Nellie exclaimed. Yeah? Is that what the people say about me? Vendra's eyes switched to Aethelwolf before leaning over. Sie sagt, die Klingentanzrin ist ein Held. She nudged him before they both began to laugh. Her cup swayed in her hands as a big smile formed across her face. Only a moment passed before she glanced down at the black hairband that was still with her. Wann würde sie realisieren, dass meinen Hintern taten nur ein Abschlachten sind, she continued with a lowered tone. He shrugged his shoulders at her comment as she downed some more wine. Bald, his eyes lowered with hers. That is like one of the best lines I ever wrote. It's in German, but it's so fire. So basically, like, so Nellie's gonna write about them, right? And Vendra's like, so if you do write about us, what are you gonna label us? And Nellie replies, well, heroes, obviously. Because Nellie, like, from Nellie's perspective, it's like, obviously you guys are heroes. Like, heroes, of course. And Vendra's like, yeah, is that what people say about me? And Aethelwolf only speaks German, so he doesn't understand any of this, right? So then she leans over and she says, the Blade Dancer is a hero. And she nudges him, and they both begin to laugh. They're both laughing at the fact that, like, oh yeah, she's saying that the Blade Dancer is a hero. The Blade Dancer obviously referring to her, like herself. And then this line, this is like my favorite line I've ever wrote, I think, maybe. This means, like, but when will the people realize that all my heroism came from slaughtering? Which is a pretty crazy line, because that's how they feel. It's like, you know, like they're laughing at the fact that they're called heroes, because, like, literally all they've done is just kill a fuck ton of people, basically. And that line is so fucking hard. Like, when will people realize that all my heroism came from slaughter? Yeah, that goes crazy. Because that's how she feels, like, that's how they feel. And then, like, bald means, like, soon. Soon. Like, he feels the same way. He's like, soon. Like, basically, like, they feel like people, like, will abandon them, kind of. It's like, yeah, we're treated like heroes now, but once people realize who we really are, like, they're not gonna treat us like heroes anymore. But yeah, that's, like, one of my favorite lines I ever wrote. Oh, this is great too. This is just this is her dueling, like, somebody she actually cares for. This is like a duel between her and, like, a guy, like, she actually respects. I'm just gonna read some of this too, because I don't even remember all this. You will make sure my name will not be forgotten, right? He took one step closer, leaving a short distance between them, her gaze still over the people below, all of them awaiting for their return, the people they had freed together. You speak as though you are already dead. She turned, placing both hands at her side, ready to draw. A smile formed slowly before he spoke. I do not believe I can best you. He looked to see the clouds. Even if I did, I bet Der Augenlose himself would lift his sword from the pits of the underworld to strike me dead. He laughed at the joke. Vendra formed a slight smile, but it didn't last more than a few seconds. You know, you have such an aura of life around you. It's refreshing, and these people need you, Vendra. Do not change. He drew his weapon slowly, letting her know that he was ready. Seeing this, Vendra knelt down to the ground and placed her hands in a puddle of water, taking a moment before slicking back her hair with her wet hands. She took her hairband from her waist and placed it over the hair to hold it in place. No matter what the Wicked One felt from me, he would not intervene in an honorable duel. She paused. And if I have such an aura of life, why is it that every step I take leads to more death? This guy didn't have a name at the time. Well, he still doesn't. I don't know what I'm gonna name him. Nodded slowly, now rising his sword and shield into his opening stance. I suppose I'm not the best with words, dear sister. His eyes met hers like a family reunited. Speak my name from time to time if you would. Lead these people to the promised land. Oh, and do not shed tear from me. Just honor me by taking another bastard's life. He readied himself for a final battle against the Klingentanzeren. Vendra drew both blades into the Zweifache stance with a steady hand and smiled back. Don't worry. If I was to shed tear for you, then I'm certain he would awake from the endless white to come give me another harsh lecture, something I would warmly welcome. Yeah, that's pretty fire. Like, they're obviously talking about, like, the guy she was with, the guy she loved, who's no longer there. Like, so he references it, like, where he's like, you know... Like, he references it here. Or wait, no, that's her talking about it. Where did he reference it? Oh, this. I don't believe I can best you. Even if I did, I bet Der Augenloser himself would lift his sword from the pits of the underworld to strike me dead. And she's basically saying, like, no, he wouldn't intervene in a fair duel. And then he's saying, well, at least don't have tears for me. And she's like, oh, don't worry, I won't. Because if I did, he would come back and give me another harsh lecture. Because I'm not meant to cry over anybody that I'd battle. That shit goes hard as fuck, too. Like, I'm, even though, like, I love you, it's like, this is over for you. It's done for you. But I like also the line of like him saying like you have such an aura of life around you, because Vendra doesn't feel that way at all. She's like, well, why does everything's dying around me though? Like, I don't know if I feel that. That's pretty fire. All that shit is fire. See, these are the funny back and forths that I like between Grail and Nelly. This is just some random like one that I wrote, but it's like Grail finding Nelly laying in the dirt, and she's like, why are you laying in the dirt? And Nelly jumped at the sound of Grail's voice. To be sneaky, she whispered, get up, you look like a goof. Okay, but at least I'll be an alive goof. That's pretty funny. They have so much fun, like, I really like them. Their back and forth is just so amazing. Dude, I love some of these lines, bro. These lines, like, Grail's lines are so fucking sick, bro. Like this, like, right, so if Rengang and Wayside are rivals, like, does that mean we'll be in more danger over here? Like, that's Nelly asking. And Grail's like, not really, no one should bother us here. In Wayside? I try not to ever step foot over here, Nelly spoke nervously. Don't worry, no one will bother you with me by your side. Why? Don't they want you dead over here? Nelly gave her a questionable look. They do, but over here my blade is a well-known leaker. Dude, that shit goes hard. Over here, my blade is a well-known leaker. Like, the way Grail talks is just super fucking sick, bro. That goes hard. Yeah, that does go hard. This is a cool line, too. Oh, you'll like this guy, bro. I don't know if his name's actually gonna be Ritz, but that's his name right now. You're gonna like this shit. Hang on. As Grail, this is like rough, like really rough early writing, so it's not done, obviously. It's mainly like a script, like I wrote like a script, kind of. As Grail called his name and opened the door, a jingle of bones sound. She knows this guy, like she's met him before, when she was involved with the gang. He's actually in the Renmore Reaper, like this guy, like he's in there. As Grail called his name and opened the door, a jingle of bones sounded off near the door. The light from outside revealed finger paintings of symbols unknown to the human mind. Grail? His eyes went wide and motionless. Not wanting to converse with him, she jumped straight to it. The stabbing in North Vela, was it you? His head turned to her, locking eyes for a moment before his nerves caused him to look away. I don't leave the house unless I'm headed into the woods. He should say, like, you know this. You know that. You know this. Because, like, they definitely know each other. It should be pretty clear that they know each other a bit. Do you know who uses a knife that's the same thickness as a flicky but much longer? He thought for a moment, his lips parted, suggesting he had an answer but couldn't release. Who? You do. The long blade isn't the same thickness, it's a bit thicker. Maybe I could see it? He scampered forward. I've heard a lot of stories about you since... about you. It. These lines might have to change because I did write this before the Renmo Reaper. Like, before they met, but they did meet now. I've heard a lot of stories about you. It. If you help me, you can look. Well, there was a man. Didn't seem like the type to ching someone up, but he did look like trouble. He showed up a few days ago. Big beard, big guy, your height, slightly shorter, muscular, must have been around 130 kilograms, didn't speak, seems odd. There was also a girl that went missing, like 1.5 meters, around 60 kilograms, blue eyes, blonde hair, had a mark above the neck. He motioned to the left side of his neck. Quite perceptive still. She should say still. This guy, like, he has, like, a fucking photographic memory. And he's a little weird. Well, he's not a little weird, he's really fucking weird. Quite perceptive still. He smiled. Mental notes I still have. Mental notes I have. What do you think? What do you know about me, then? That wasn't the deal. He spoke quickly in an odd rhythm. The deal was information on oddities, and I'd look at the long blade. Fine. She pulled it out and placed it on the table near him. He crowded close to the knife like a fire in the middle of winter. Impeccable. Foul. Due to turn a man rotten. How many men have felt its bite? Well, shouldn't you know that? Shouldn't you know that? Shouldn't you know that? He shook his head. Around 80 kilograms, almost 2 meters. Scars all around. One hidden, but it's different. Not sure how. Unknown where. No mother. Birthed from the wild. Follows no law. Quick to anger. Surprisingly, not the problem starter. Home unknown. Killed one in self-defense. He paused. Excessive stabs followed. I might change that, but that's pretty cool. I remember writing that. I like that. Like, this is him talking about Grail, obviously. 80 kilograms, almost 2 meters, scars all around. One hidden, but it's different. I like that. This is a cool line. One hidden, but it's different. Not sure how, and unknown where. But he just knows, because, like, basically what he, like, the whole point of this guy is that he hears a bunch of shit, from other people, and he just remembers it all. So he's like, he's heard that she has, like, well, he obviously knows she has a bunch of scars, but he's like, there's something else and it's different. I'm not sure how and I'm not sure where. But I know about it. Like, there's something about you. Something on you that's weird. I don't know what it is. I just heard about it. So I like that. I like the, like, no mother, births from the wild, because that's often, like, talked about. Like, Grail has no mother. She's, like, birthed from the wild. Follows no law. Quick to anger, but surprisingly not the problem starter. I really like that line, too. Quick to anger, but surprisingly not the problem starter. Home unknown. Killed one in self-defense. Excessive stabs followed. I like this, too. Excessive stabbing followed. Something like that. Grail raised her eyebrow, almost impressed, and smirked at the idea of having no mother. The idea that the wild had brought her into this world was nice. I won't question how you came to find that information. May I hold the long blade? Grail instantly thought, this gets really cool. I really like this next line is creepy as fuck and it's amazing. The information giver, yeah, he is. I've thought through his story too. He actually has like a reasoning behind knowing a lot of this shit. It's pretty cool. Because he doesn't go anywhere. So it's not actually him that like finds the information. But anyways, may I hold the long blade? Grail instantly thought no, but her curiosity got the better of her. One more person, then. He awaited expectantly. Nellie Madsen, you know her? The wavy brown hair, nice. Grail stopped as he took over. 1.5 meters, a bit over 60 kilograms, seems nice. Actual intellectual, soon to be sword sister. He took a long pause. She's weird. He finished as the vibe in the room changed. The weirdest one in the city calling another weird. That even seemed to catch him off guard, like he just put the pieces of an unsolved puzzle together at last. What do you mean she's weird? His smirk was unsettling as he moved his hand to the dagger. Did I ever tell you about the time I went into the woods at night and stepped out different? Carefully placed the blade's edge over his palm and ran it across, drawing blood. What does that have to do with her? He continued his eerie smile as he handed the blade back. She too is different, connected, can't tell how. Demons visit her too. He laughed and dripped blood over the table. Now will you leave me to my ritual? That's why he's meant to be called Ritz, because it's like nobody gives a fuck about his name, and like Ritz is short for ritual. Because he's like, this guy's like into some creepy shit. And everybody doesn't fuck with him. Like, nobody goes around him. Everybody's kind of like, I don't want to be around that guy because he's creepy as fuck. But Grail doesn't. Like, Grail's not scared of him. But, this line of, like, where he's just describing Nelly, and, like, he describes everything nice. It's like, she seems nice, actual intellectual, soon-to-be sword sister. And then it's just, like, takes a long pause, like, she's weird. And, like, he's the weird one. It's like, what do you mean she's weird? Like, what do you mean she's weird? What do you mean she's weird? What do you mean she's weird? But then, like, literally his response to what do you mean she's weird is him saying, did I ever tell you about the time I went into the woods at night and stepped out different? That's such a hard line to respond. Like, that's his response to, like, what do you mean she's weird? That's what he thinks the, like, that's him answering it. And Grail's just like, I just like, what? And then when she leaves, like, Grail's like, I have no issue with the Mazza man does in the dark, but leave her name out of it. Otherwise, I'll buck you on a visit with no talking, just bare chinging. Trust me, nothing man did in the forest at night can replace what this knife will rip out of your top. That shit goes hard too. She's like, trust me, nothing you did in the forest at night can save you from what I'm gonna do to you. Like, just know that. And, like, he's like, oh, her name's not important to me, don't worry. That's such a cool line. I forgot I added this. I actually really fuck with this. Like, nothing man did in the forest at night can replace what this knife will rip out of your top. I don't know if I like the, like, very end. But, like, just the idea of, like, yeah, nothing you did in that forest, at night can replace what I'm about to do to you. Yeah, that shit goes hard. Just the idea of that line goes super hard. Also, I used a lot of slang here, like, Mazza, that means, like, mad. Like, I don't have an issue with the Mazza man does in the dark. That means, like, the madness. Like, I don't have an issue with the madness you do in the dark. But leave her name out of it. Otherwise, I'll buck you on a visit with no talking, just bare chinging. Like, I'll buck you means, like, I'll run into you. Like, we'll come face to face. And then, like, bare chinging. Like, bare means, like, a lot. And chinging is obviously, like stabbing. Like, bare means a lot. Lots of stabbing. Just lots of stabbing. I'll buck you on a visit. Just no talking. Just lots of stabbing. Nothing man did in the dark. Nothing man did in the forest at night can replace what this knife will rip out of your top. I'm into a lot of different or so-called weird characters. I mean, the weird characters are very cool because they stand out so much. I mean, this guy stands out a ton. This guy's really cool. I really like that guy. Yeah, specifically Grail doesn't want Nelly to come with her. I think actually, is it up here? Oh, I forgot about this line. Oh, this is like, I used this line in a different way because I really like this. Like, so this is the long blade, the one that you turned on your attacker some years ago, the one that consumed his soul. Foul. He stared at the marks on the blade like he was reading scripture. I do not doubt its story. It's due to turn a man. It's certainly due to turn a man rotten. Oh no, I used the word certainly here. It's due to turn a man rotten. It's certainly due to make man forgotten. The trance held over him by the long blade was finally broke as Grail picked it up from the table. Have you heard what happened in North Vela? Grail studied him. Man was chefed and left in an alley. No, I don't venture to the north. My home's here. Grail stared at the strange symbols and dark objects. Yeah. Only problem I have with reading is how distracted I get. Yeah, I know. Like, I feel that way too. That's why I would love to do a comic. I really want to do a comic. But in order to do that, I need an artist that would actually be down to do it. But yeah, I really like this guy. The way he, like, just rips off information. I need to add a bit more about Nelly, I think. I could write, I don't know what this place is gonna be called though. I'll just call it that for now. I know it starts with a W. There's a place that like she's actually gonna be originally from, so like he could add that too, like originally from blank. Cause he has like a bunch of information on people. So, but yeah, this is a cool character, bro. I like this shit. Time to check my phone. Might be time to make some food too. Everything. You did everything. I'm replying to people. People take this video so seriously. I don't know how you spell that. How do you spell riling? Riling, like you rile someone up. How do you spell that word? I've never written that. How do you spell that word? Someone set a firework off in your neighborhood and now trees on fire? Feels good. I don't know how to spell it either. Yeah, I don't either. I've never seen it. I'm just gonna say I just love to annoy them. I was gonna say I love to rile them up, but I don't know how to spell it. I've never had to spell it. Somebody mentioned me in a video. This guy's like, but at least I win my ones and don't run from fights. This guy's talking about throwing 6 grenades on his Horizon ult, bro. Like, you are the problem. It's almost at 8K views, bro. Video popped off. I hope it makes it to 10. 10 is a real good number. Cause that's when it transforms from being like just 4 numbers, and then it just goes to 3 numbers. It just does like 10.0. It looks so clean, bro. When you get 10K or above, it just looks clean as fuck. You're just like, yeah. Yeah. It's the same way on YouTube, actually. Once you get 1,000 subscribers, now it's like 1.42K or whatever. Dude, it looks cool. It looks so much cooler than like an actual like exact number. Because now it's not exact. It looks so much bigger, even though it's not really, you know? Because it's not an exact number. You just lose the last digit, you know? Because they're just like, you know what? Fuck that last digit. Fuck the last 2 digits. Those don't matter anymore. He's got so many people that the last 2 digits don't matter no more. Like, that's kind of how it... It's kind of like that, you know? Alright, it might be time for me to get off stream, though. I might be chilling for the rest of the night. I don't know. I don't know actually what I'm gonna do, but... I think it might be time for me to go get some food and chill, I guess. I might actually write some, so... But I appreciate you hanging out with me, man. I might play some later, maybe, I don't know. It'll probably be late, though. You'll probably be gone, so... I don't know. You'll probably be asleep. But, alright, later, man.